Hello everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Before we begin today's story, I want you to sit back, relax, and listen carefully, because this is not just a story. This is the reality of millions of young people. Today's story is about a village boy, his dreams, his education, his unemployment, and the silent pain that no one talks about. So if you've ever felt lost, if you've ever been unemployed, if you've ever felt like a burden to your family, then this story is for you. Let's begin. In a small village far away from the city noise, there lived a boy named Arav. The village had no big buildings, no factories, and no offices, only mud houses, open fields, and dusty roads. Life moved slowly there, but struggles were heavy. Arav was born into a poor farming family. His father, Ramesh, worked as a farm laborer. His mother, Savitri, managed the household with almost nothing. Sometimes there was food, sometimes there wasn't. But one thing was always present: hope. From childhood, Arav was different. While other kids played all day, he liked sitting quietly, reading old books, and asking questions about the world beyond the village. Arav walked 5 kilometers every day to reach his government school. In summer, the heat burned his feet. In monsoon, the roads turned into mud. In winter, the cold froze his hands. But he never complained. His parents couldn't afford notebooks, so he wrote on half-used pages. He studied under a dim kerosene lamp at night. One day, his teacher asked, "Arav, what do you want to become?" Arav replied quietly, "I want a job so my parents don't have to suffer." That answer stayed with the teacher forever. After completing school, Arav got admission to a college in a nearby town. To arrange money, his father sold their only goat. His mother borrowed money from neighbors. The night before leaving, his mother packed food and said, "Study well, my son. Don't worry about us." Arav nodded, but inside, his heart was heavy. He promised himself, "I will return successful or not return at all." College life was not easy. City students laughed at his clothes and accent. He felt small, invisible, and lonely. But he focused on his studies. Every night he imagined the future: a job letter, a monthly salary, his parents smiling. That dream kept him alive. Finally, after years of struggle, Arav graduated. Graduation day was full of smiles. Villagers welcomed him like a hero. "Now you'll get a job," everyone said. But days passed, weeks passed, months passed. No job. He applied everywhere: government exams, private companies, small offices. Every rejection felt like a slap. "You lack experience. We'll call you." Position filled. No one ever called. Unemployment slowly killed Arav's confidence. Relatives asked uncomfortable questions. "So, still no job?" Neighbors whispered, "Education is useless." His father stayed silent. His mother hid her tears. Arav felt like a burden. One night, he overheard his parents worrying about loans. That night, he cried like a child. One evening, Arav sat alone near a pond. He thought, "What's the point of living like this?" For a moment, dark thoughts crossed his mind. But then he remembered his mother skipping meals, his father's tired hands. He stood up and said aloud, "I will not quit." Instead of waiting, Arav decided to act. He learned computer skills online, borrowed money, bought a second-hand laptop. He opened a small digital service center in his village. People laughed, but slowly, people came. Forms, applications, online work. Hope returned. Arav started earning, not much, but enough. He repaid loans, repaired his house, helped other youths. The same village that doubted him now respected him. Standing on the same dusty road, Arav smiled. "Unemployment did not destroy me. It rebuilt me." This is not just Arav's story. This is the story of millions. So if you're struggling, don't give up. Sometimes life doesn't give us jobs, it gives us strength. If this story touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps these stories alive. In a small village, surrounded by dry fields and narrow, dusty roads, there lived a boy named Arav. The village was simple, quiet, and honest, but life there was never easy. Most people survived on farming, daily wages, or small shops that barely made enough to feed their families. Arav was born into a poor farming family. His father, Ramesh, worked in the fields of others, and his mother, Savitri, took care of the home while occasionally working as a farm laborer. Money was always short, but dreams were never discouraged in their house. From a very young age, Arav believed education was the only way to escape poverty. Dreams bigger than the village. Arav walked 5 kilometers every day to attend the government school. His clothes were old, his shoes were often torn, but his determination was stronger than any obstacle. While other children dreamed of festivals and games, Arav dreamed of a stable job, one that would allow him to bring dignity and comfort to his parents. His teachers noticed his intelligence and dedication. "Study hard," they told him, "you can go far." Those words stayed with him. After completing school, Arav moved to a nearby town to attend college. It was the first time he had left his village. His parents sold a goat and borrowed money from relatives to pay his fees. Arav promised them, "One day I will repay every penny." Graduation and false hope. After years of hard work, Arav graduated with a degree. On the day he received his certificate, his parents' eyes were filled with pride. The village celebrated him as the educated boy who would soon get a government or private job. But reality was far harsher than expectations. Weeks turned into months and months into years. Arav applied for hundreds of jobs, government exams, private companies, small offices, but everywhere he went, he heard the same words. "No vacancies. You don't have experience. We'll call you." No one ever called. The weight of unemployment. Unemployment slowly crushed Arav's confidence. Every morning, he checked job portals at the local cyber cafe. Every evening, he returned home with disappointment. Villagers began to whisper, "He studied so much, but still no job. What's the use of education?" Even relatives started advising him to do farming or daily labor. Though their words were practical, they hurt deeply. At night, Arav lay awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering, was my dream foolish? Family pressure and inner struggle. His father never blamed him, but the silence in his eyes spoke louder than words. Debts were increasing. His mother skipped meals so Arav could eat. One night, Arav overheard his parents talking quietly. "Maybe we expected too much," his mother said. "No," his father replied, "he will succeed. I believe in him." That moment broke Arav inside. Breaking point. One day, after yet another rejection, Arav sat alone near the village pond. Tears rolled down his face as he thought about ending everything. "What kind of son am I?" he asked himself. But then he remembered his mother's sacrifices and his father's faith. Giving up was not an option. A new path. Instead of waiting for jobs, Arav decided to create his own opportunity. He used his savings to buy a second-hand smartphone and learned digital skills through free online videos, basic computer work, data entry, and online services. Soon, he opened a small digital service center in the village. Online form filling, exam registrations, government schemes applications, Aadhaar and PAN assistance. At first, people laughed. "Who will come here?" they said. But slowly, villagers realized Arav was helping them. Word spread. His small shop started earning enough to survive. From survival to success. Within 2 years, Arav expanded his work. He trained other village youths and employed them. The same people who once doubted him now respected him. He repaid his family's debts, he repaired his parents' house, and most importantly, he restored their lost pride. A message to millions. Arav never got the job society promised, but he found something better: self-respect and independence. Standing on the same dusty road where his journey began, Arav smiled and said,
Unemployment did not defeat me. It taught me how to rise. Conclusion. This is not just Arav's story. This is the story of millions of rural youths who struggle with unemployment but refuse to surrender. Because sometimes success doesn't come from waiting for opportunities, it comes from creating them.